All right, guys, we've got Coach Dickert here. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Well, I mean, obviously not a good football game. We got decidedly beat in all three phases. Didn't have much going on offense, didn't execute, wasn't able to put really drives together or finish. Crowd noise affected us again. And defensively, we're just on the field too much. You gave up too many big plays really for the first time all season and wasn't really able to get any momentum. Third downs, they beat us on a couple different phases. And obviously our team's got to respond to this. First time we've been together, we've had this type of result. Proud of their fight. Proud of the resolve. I thought we had a good week of preparation, but obviously, we didn't play the way we're capable of playing, and that's on me. So I'll open it up for any questions.
Jake, you've talked all year about facing adversity and overcoming it. Was it maybe just too much adversity tonight?
There's no such thing as too much adversity. I mean, that's football. We get ourselves just in some situations in the first half. We don't capitalize on some drives. We stall out. We have a takeaway in the second half, and we got to play better complementary football. I mean, the offense the last 2 weeks has not met the standard of what we're capable of doing. That's on me. We got better players than what we've shown the last two offensive performances, and we got to go out there and execute. So I thought defense was on the field too often and just too many big plays against a really good offense to really win that style of game.
Yeah, it seemed like early you had some penalties that really negated a couple big plays from Demond, for instance, and then penalties just kind of once again seemed to kind of cause you guys to kind of shoot yourself in the foot, especially early. Did those just kind of mushroom and snowball throughout the game and all of a sudden become just kind of insurmountable?
I think it just killed our momentum. Anytime we had drives in the first half, we had some big plays, we had some good runs. I mean, Demond had some breakaway things. Every one of them came back. So got constantly behind the chains. You never really able to get explosive plays. All of them came back as a penalty. So obviously, still holding on the outside technique. Obviously defensive penalties in the second half, getting up some explosives. And then they went at us on the outside late in the game. So we got to do a better job in really all phases.
Jake, how do you I mean this was a pretty sizable beatdown. How do you pull the guys together and get them back on somewhat an even keel because you got to go to Virginia next week?
That's what I just told them in the locker room. I mean, and this is a culture test. I mean, it's a test of who we are and what we're about. And, I know the way our team's going to respond to this. There's not a single person, that worked throughout the course of a week for this type of result. We have to be better as a football team. It starts with me and me only. And I got to put our players in a better position to succeed. So that's the way I look at it. I know we got a bunch of mature men in that locker room that are not happy with this result, and they're going to show up with an attitude on Monday to get better and grow. And this is the first time, in the course of the season, we haven't gotten better. And, you know, sometimes you need this. I mean, we just got our ass kicked in every phase.
You guys good? All right, we're going to get some players up here. Thanks.
All right, thanks.
All right, guys, we've got Jayden Loving here. We'll open it up for questions.
Jayden, that was one of the toughest nights that the defense has had this season. I mean, between the penalties, the big plays, what was going on out there?
I feel like we had a lack of focus, as I would like to say. We're much more disciplined defense than that, as we've shown week in, week out. It's just lack of focus, I would say.
Jaden, did you have any inkling during the week that there was a lack of focus, or was it just a today problem?
I feel like it was just a today problem. We did was I went throughout the week practicing how we normally practice, focus locked in, everything's ready to go. So I just feel like something just came over us today. I don't know what happened.
Jaden, how surprising is it for you that you talk about things just kind of came over you all and the performance doesn't meet what the practice was during the week? How surprising of you for it is it that it kind of manifests itself all across all parts of the game? Like, offense, defense, special teams, pretty much every position group had their issues today.
It was very surprising, of course, like practicing how hard we practice and going throughout the week and doing what we're supposed to do. I feel like we could have handled adversity better. It's just that's a game of football, you know. Stuff's not gonna go your way all the time. And when stuff don't go our way, you need to just respond better, react better. Like whether that's penalties or like as for instance for me, I had a hands to a face, like just reacting better, going out there, clearing that slate, and getting back to the next play. So I felt like we just let that get to the best of us today.
Anything else for Jayden,
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah, I got one more. How do you guys pull yourselves together now? You got a huge game against a very good Virginia team. How do you guys pull yourselves together?
Just do what we've been doing, week in, week out. Going there, starting tomorrow with a whole new mindset, 1-0. Go out there, practice the same way we practice every week, hard, fast, getting right to it, and we're ready to go out there and play some quality ball. So,
All right, thanks, Jayden. All right, guys. Next up, we'll have Micah Mays here in 1 second. All right, guys, we've got Micah Mays. We'll open it up for questions.
Michael, what do you think led to the offensive struggles today, sir?
Just sustaining drives. I feel like we weren't taking really good care of the football, and we just need to create momentum more on offense. And then again with the penalties, that was a real killer for us. So I think just sustaining drives and getting those explosives would just help our offense overall.
I mean, you mentioned penalties. Obviously, the first thing that kind of pops in my head is the ones on the outside where you were blocking for Damon. What happened on those? And did you feel like you had made a mistake on those, or did you think you were clean? Or
Just little details. I came to block him. He slipped, and I should have had my hands inside instead of outside. So they called it. Just little details like that. I feel like Coach said in halftime, we just need to focus on the details, and details is having our hands inside, and I just didn't do it. So called it back, but just momentum, just killed our momentum.
how frustrating is that, especially considering that part of the game you know you've really worked on and you've made such a positive impact with it all season?
Yeah, just killed our momentum. We're gonna focus on next week practice and focus on Virginia, and we're gonna work it all Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Anything else for Micah, guys? All right, thanks, Micah.
Thanks, Micah.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that'll wrap us up.
Thanks, Will.